and welcome to Your Manchester, here every week.
Yes, indeed. Nerves are a-bubbling. Well, a very good evening and welcome to each and every one of you joining me, Miss Belinda Scandal, for this week's episode of Your Manchester. Everybody, can you believe it? This is 250 episodes today, everybody. 250 episodes. That's over 250 hours of broadcast wonderfulness for each and every one of you lovely people of the wonderful Manchester area and the surrounding areas. And my, oh my, what a journey it has been, everybody. And today we have got the entire cast in studio with us. And we've brought back something very, very special to this side of me over here. We've brought the beanbag back, everybody, from season 1 and season 2. And our Hayley's on that beanbag. Can we see the beanbag? I don't think we can see it. Look, she's not that small. I know she's small, but she's not that small. Well, there's the beanbag, everybody. What's the story? Welcome, Hayley. How are you?
I'm all right.
250 episodes we've done.
I know.
Hey?
Right from the start.
What's the story behind the beanbag, first of all?
First of all, one of our studios was dead small, weren't it? Right, and we were needing extra seats, and I just joked and says, "I like a beanbag like that." And you looked at me, and the budget weren't that high, and I went, "I only need a child size because I'm only small." You went, "All right then." And the next week, it was just there.
You had a beanbag,
and then I was also the doorstop because it was so hot in there as well. I mean, I even stayed longer to keep you cool.
What makes me laugh about that beanbag is when we very first started doing your segments, we had all the guests from Corrie, and because the studio was so small, we made them all sit on the beanbag with you, didn't we?
We shared the beanbag.
So we had Toya from Corrie. I mean, the guests from Hollyoaks and all sorts. They were all sat on there with you.
Yeah.
Why did you decide to join this madhouse that we call Your Manchester?
Did I have a choice?
No.
Okay. I remember I was sat on the bus actually in glamorous Salford.
Yeah.
Yes, so glamorous. And Costerdale, Salford, and it was a sunnyish day. And my phone rang and it popped up. Oh, Miss Belinda Scandal. Oh, crikey, better answer it, you know. And it was you saying, can you come and present on my show? Yeah. And I was like, yeah, right then. And that was it, went it? Really?
It was there, yeah. And have you enjoyed yourself?
I have, yeah. I come in every week just to get insulted, obviously. Yeah. That's why I'm here.
You're my sounding board, love. That's what you are. You're my sounding board.
And also your leaning thing today as well, aren't I?
Well, yes, we've both been learning our lines today, haven't we? Because there's that many lines to learn on here, isn't there? I tell you, it's crazy. It's just fabulous.
I know.
Just want to say thank you.
For
sticking with
amazing,
it. Sticking with it. I tell you, it's been sensational. One lady that joined us a little bit later on, but has just been another. I think basically I've collected and collated a load of people that I use to further and improve my mental health when I'm having stressful times, putting an hour's worth of television together each week. Of course, referring to Carol Ann Whitehead. Carol Ann Whitehead, hello, how are you doing, love?
I'm fine, thank you very much. I'm just loving the pink and the vibe.
The pink and the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed. Now, you came on board. You came in as a guest.
I did.
Liked it that much that you're now a part of it.
I came with my sash, International Women's Day, talked to old Pankhurst at you. Threatened to dress you as a suffragette, which we did.
We did. We got Mrs. Suffragette. But what I've loved about you being part of this, as well as being my sounding board, is the education that you're giving me.
Okay. Yeah. Because remember the first Black History Month show?
Well, I mean, I was sat there, and you were doing your thing, and quite rightly so. But there was stuff in there that I never knew nothing about. And there's actually video footage now of me going, really? Really? I couldn't quite believe some of the stuff was like traffic lights.
Yes.
Hey?
Oh, yes.
I'll tell everybody that story, you know.
Yeah. Excellent.
I passed that to everybody, whether they like to hear it or not.
Oh, no, you passed it to everybody.
They get the full traffic light story,
Yeah, and you forgot about Gladys and the sat-nav. You did it for the ward.
Yes. Yeah.
So
it's fabulous. You're checking our socials today.
I'm checking our socials. Chris from Withinshore FM
Yes.
is sending best wishes.
Oh.
Our friends over at Withinshore FM, so thank you very much.
Amazing. One gentleman that's also sent us a message today is the fabulous Carl Austin Behan. Let's have a look what he had to say.
Hi, Carl Austin Bean here. My pronouns are he, him and his. Congratulations to everyone at Your Manchester, whether you're in front or behind the camera, on hitting your 250th episode. Belinda, I can remember it all started back in what seemed like a cleaning cupboard. And look at you now. The production, the content, the guests, the viewing figures are all testament for all the hard work and determination that you've put in. You should all feel very proud of what you've achieved. And here's to the next 250 episodes of Your Manchester.
I mean, Carl Austin Behan, former Lord Mayor, came to be part of this show and has just been a patron of it all ever since. And we go on, everybody. We're going on and we're going on and we're going on. Another gentleman that happened to come to us when we were talking about some jewellery is Mr. Mark Llewellyn. And he came to us talking about Julie Goodyear's jewellery. And from there, we become great mates. And I mean, you did something for me that I'll never ever forget.
Oh.
I got to meet.
What was that?
I don't know, but it cleared up with natural yogurt, apparently. So.
Yeah, but there was also the other thing.
There was the other thing. Yeah, well, I mean, that's, teach me not to use a mullet fruit rice. That's a different thing altogether, isn't it? Fruit corner, that's a different thing. But anyway.
Honestly, you come in here and the bar is this side.
Yes.
Mark enters the room
Yes.
and the bar is down here.
Yes.
Yeah.
How
As long as my
rude.
beanbag.
It's like the last round of limbo, isn't it? Let's be honest. It's like the last round of limbo. But you did. We had that wonderful date where we went to meet Julie Goodyear.
Yes.
And it was just, it was the campiest day of my life, viewers. It really, really was. Because we rolled up, she's got a gravel driveway.
She has.
And this is the way I tell the story. And we rolled up, and as we rolled up, you get to these gates like Graceland. And as the gates open, it goes. Wah, 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 wah. I mean, you couldn't write it.
No.
I think it may have been you playing the music in the car.
That's
So-
irrelevant.
And, you
And
said-
that's,
and the drive is cobbled as you go in.
Yes.
So Belinda said, we have to play the music and drive very slowly along the cobble.
Oh, right.
and then as you get through the driveway, she stood there in the window with her boobs pushed against the window. I mean,
That may have been you.
No, it weren't me. Mine were in the back of the car flower. We just finished doing some filming. But that's so important to me that what I wanted to do today is I want to rerun it. So we're going to rerun the first part of the Julie Goodyear interview that we did a few months ago. Let's have a look at this.
So before you went into acting, you did a few things, didn't you? You were a model. You did hand modelling.
Just hands and feet,
Yeah.
because my hands are very small
Yeah.
and I'm only size 4 feet. So I was actually earning more money than the very tall models.
And you also did quite a bit of singing, didn't you? I know you were in sort of talent competitions, and then you appeared at local clubs.
I think it was at the Carlton. I think I was singing Blue Moon and somebody threw a meat pie at me. So I picked it up and ate it because I was hungry.
Didn't go to waste.
No, I don't like anything going to waste, ever.
So we're in your office now, surrounded by
Hey,
dozens
Annie
of
Walker.
pictures.
One day, she said to me, after this scene, you come straight to my dressing room. I said, OK, thank you, Miss Speed. I went and phoned my mother up, told her. She said, what have you done now? I said, I don't know. I don't think I've done anything. Ring me back and let me know, my mother said. Went there, went, come in. I was shaking like that. I went in. Sit down. I said, what is it, Miss Speed? I've decided you may call me Doris. Now get out. I phoned my mum back and I told her what had happened, and she said, I don't think you should. Don't. But she insisted I did.
Above Doris is a picture of you and Tony Warren. And Tony was a close friend, wasn't he?
Very close. Yeah. He was a wonderful gay man.
You used to fly a plane.
I did fly a plane, Manchester.
Manchester, they used to let you go up on the cockpit and take over, didn't they, on the commercial flights?
Oh yeah, for landing. Yes, they did. I couldn't do it now. It's all gone those days. But happy memories are wonderful to keep. They really are.
But I think there's a story, isn't there, when you were in the show in early days, You were going into Manchester, waiting at the bus stop, and a friend of your dad's, of Bill's, was passing in a cement mixer and offered you a lift into Granada. You parked outside the studios in the cement mixer, and Pat Phoenix pulled up in a Rolls Royce. Do you remember?
I do, yes.
And she gave you a warning. Which was never upstage me ever again.
Ever again. She did, yes. Yeah.
And do you think you learnt a lot from Pat? Because she was kind of Manchester Hollywood, wasn't
Yes.
she?
Yes, I did learn from plenty of people there. Yep, it did me good. Yeah.
And I think you took every opportunity to watch other people working, didn't you? Like Pat and like the three old ladies.
Oh, yes.
So looking around the office then, we've got pictures of you at the Palace. We've got you on a camel. I don't know why. You also had to ride an elephant in India, I believe, for a television programme. How did that go?
Well, it wasn't easy. I had to climb up its tail, and it shit on me.
So you've got pictures from the show, you've got pictures from other things that you did. I mean, you appeared in so many papers, on so many magazine covers over the years, didn't you? I mean, so wherever you go, you can't hide.
No, but when I went shopping, I never got my shopping. I had to just sign autographs. So I didn't get anything.
Well, that's what I mean. Everywhere you've gone for your entire life, everybody's known who you are and wanted to talk to you, haven't they?
They just wanted autographs. You know, so I went home with no shopping.
So you've had a lot of gay men in your life?
Not a lot. Not as many as I would have liked.
Well, you've always found the gay community have been your loyalist supporters, haven't they?
Oh, fantastic. The gay community, yeah.
I mean, just sensational that I actually got to meet her, and the stories and the house and the fact that I had stopped smoking for that day.
I know. Belinda had given up smoking, and then you went in the house. Julie smokes quite a bit, and so does her assistant. And you came out hooked on 40 a day.
you can buy packets of cigarettes, you can buy cartons of cigarettes, or you can do it in Julie Goodyear style, which is a crate that comes out from the bottom of the coffee table.
I think you also bought a cigarette holder.
I did buy a cigarette
You did?
holder. I did, because it actually does help.
It's with
smokes
smoking.
quicker. Yeah. Smoke quicker so you can move on to the next one.
Mm.
That's the idea. Now, listen, you do a lot with Corrie, and you're about to do something extra special with it, aren't you? Where are you off to next with it?
So on Sunday, the 5th of June, part of the Jubilee celebrations for Willowwood Hospice, which you know I'm involved in Ashton, we're doing a special classic Coronation Street coach trip. So we're leaving the hospice, people can leave their cars, and we're going around several filming locations. I'm going to do the entire story of the history of the street from Tony Warren right the way through. And you get to walk the cobbles as well, because we go into the studios.
Wow.
And it's £40 for the day, which is really good value.
Really good.
Yeah, it's whole day. And our weatherman Paul is coming on it. I'm doing the commentary. And someone else sitting fairly near you at a low level may even be making a quick star appearance halfway
she's already made.
well.
You were in it last week, weren't you, Flower?
I was in it last week.
I didn't watch it, I have to admit.
No.
Because,
she was very good.
What was she doing in it? Because you were going to tell me you never got round to.
Well, I couldn't tell you at the time.
I know. You're very good like that.
I know.
Even
I
though
know.
we're close and everything, you still didn't tell me.
No, I didn't tell a single soul.
No, she didn't.
No, I didn't even tell
What was you doing?
I was back for Alfie's baby naming. You know who Alfie is, don't you? Watch it every week, don't you?
Alfie Moon.
Alfie Moon. Yes, that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking. Have they migrated?
You
now?
know Abby's baby,
Right.
which Toy and Imran are currently have custody of. It was for baby Alfie's naming ceremony.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not
Lots
sure.
of fun and
I'm not
games.
sure. We were all in a club a few weeks ago, and I'm not sure whether you told me what you were doing or not, because I couldn't hear a word. So I just
didn't.
nodded.
I said nothing.
That was another highlight of my life. Getting our Mark Llewellyn into Eagle Bar. I mean,
I've got some thank yous. I've got some well wishes.
oh yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so Sue Irvine, hi Sue, thank you for your well wishes. It says congratulations to your Manchester team. And Tony Cooper,
Hey,
he
Tony.
says episodes always a pleasure to appear on the show. Some of the best laughs ever.
Yeah.
You should be
Just
here, Tony.
Fantastic. Oh, and there's another lady as well that's saying congratulations on your 250th episode. I'm very proud of your achievements. Love, Mum. We won't say whose mum. She's very well trained this week. 250 episodes, though. I mean,
yeah,
I mean, you've worked in proper telly, haven't you? You've all worked in proper telly. That's quite an achievement, isn't it?
Yeah,
no, it's marvelous.
Yeah,
250 hours and 45 minutes of good stuff.
That's going to be all business like, and because of course that's my background is business. Is the trajectory of the business. Easy. It's not a corset. The trajectory of the business is really, really good.
Yeah.
2021 figures, over 1 million viewers.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
Yeah.
And then the first 10 weeks, 129,000 viewers.
Yeah.
Thank you from all of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's all going up.
Absolutely. I tell you what, we've got another gentleman that's joining us right here, right now. He's joining us off the set of his new. I'm just ignoring them. Off the set of his new movie. My normal gentleman on this side of me in the comfy chair is Mr. Brandon McCaffrey. Brandon McCaffrey, how are you?
I'm good. How are you? I thought I'd come. I meant to come in pink, but I've got my Your Manchester top on. I've got my lovely little pink Venetian cat mask I've been wearing today.
Right. You look fabulous. Where are you at the moment then, Brandon?
You are?
Where are you?
We are in... I don't know how to flip the camera around on this. We are in a lovely fancy house in Burnage? Yeah, Didsbury. Right. Where we've been filming a party of sorts, and I've just been told off by the lovely Sue here, who's getting herself ready for drinking milk out of her fridge that I should not have been touching. A very, very bad character, mate.
Naughty boy.
Naughty boy. Yes, indeed. And Brandon, how long have you got left in your filming, love?
Till Sunday, so we've got 4 more days left. This is our 10th day out of 14. You wouldn't think it, after 12-hour days, you're getting used to it. How are you guys anyway? You're all sat
we're having
250 episodes.
Brandon was going to ask you, your very first episode with us, perhaps you could describe your feelings when that happened.
Crikey. Well, it's weird because obviously I did my own show first, and then you guys were like, do you want to come and try this? And I did it from home, which was sort of like doing the way I did my old one. And it was very strange going from sat on something. In fact, it's exactly how they were doing it now is how I did my first episode. And then getting into the studio and seeing how much the studio has changed, even in the space of the past year and a half of me doing the show. It's pretty amazing how far we've come.
It is, which is always a good trick. And so do you have a favourite moment that you've had while you've been with us?
A favourite moment? I mean, I can never let go that my love for Mark Bittlestone on about my 4th show of me just admitting that I love him so much. And now becoming friends with him, you only better flirt on show. What's the point? I think
my favourite moment with you will always be trying to keep it together when interviewing Sue Pollard, as she navigated her way around what can only be described as her nostrils.
Getting up close and personal with us.
Yeah. Perhaps we should explain what happened. So she had her mobile phone. She knew she was doing a video interview, and she had the mobile phone at her ear to start with. Then she realised it was a video interview. She went far away. And then the more she did the interview, she was going slowly and slowly up her nose. And I really wanted to say hi to her nostrils, but it was fab. There you are.
That's my impression of Sue Pollard.
That's wonderful.
And I was doing this, and I'm doing that there. And we're like, okay. And then there's this here, and there's that. I'm like, Sue, back away. Just a minute or two. Holding on to each other as we hold on to each other's legs, trying not to crack up.
We couldn't get it together at all, could it? What do you think is the reason why your Manchester is doing well? Put it that way.
I think it's the hosts, it's the people. It's like we say, it's this where the city comes to talk, and I think the people that host it are the regular people of Manchester who are out and about, who are always talking to the people who know what they want and are able to put across their views. Like, I think one of my favorite interviews we've ever done was the one with Mark Fletcher about Pride. And, taking that we were one of the ones that we put out exactly what people wanted to say. And I think that's something that we do. We put what the people want said to the people that need to hear it.
Exactly. Well, listen, we're not going to let you spend... I'm glad you're wearing that uniform. That looks good on you, doesn't it? Very good, that indeed. Yeah, a bit of merch, which is available on our online store as well. Now, everybody, we do have caps, hoodies, lighters, and T-shirts available. Everybody, we are working.
If you flip the lighter upside down, the bikini and Belinda slides up.
we're working on swimwear because I tell you, I spend that much time in Gran Canaria these days. I would absolutely love to see somebody accidentally wearing their swimwear on the beach while I'm over there, which would just be classic. In the meantime, you enjoy yourself for the rest of your filming tonight, Brandon. And
no
I'll
problem.
catch you soon, Flower. Thank you so much.
No
for your
problem.
time.
Well, thanks
Cheers,
for joining
darling.
us on the 250th episode of Your Manchester.
Cheers, my love. Thank you. Now, one lady that's kept us sane throughout the last few months is a lady called Jo Britton. She's kept us sane and she's kept our mojo high. Let's see what she has to say this week.
It's Jo Britton, your sculpting performance coach, for another minute of mojo, and congratulations to the Your Manchester team for 250 fabulous episodes. That takes a lot of consistent effort. And so that's what this week's Minute of Mojo is all about. How do you build productive and consistent habits to achieve all the things that you want to achieve? Because actually, it's not a stretch to say that our whole life revolves around habits. And it takes anywhere between 66 days and 8 months to build a habit. And 100 days, therefore, is a pretty good guide if you want to get really good at doing something. And your brain doesn't know the difference between a good habit and a bad habit. It just follows a neural pattern, something that you find easy to repeat. So what does it take to build a habit? Just start with something ridiculously small so that you can't possibly fail, and keep repeating and repeating that. Routine beat size. Give that a go with a habit that you want to create and see how you get along. I'll be back next time for another Minute of Mojo. In the meantime, you can connect with me on my Instagram page, jobritton.mojo.
We're just talking, everybody. We shouldn't really say what we say when we're not on air, but we're just saying I love having Hayley down here because it's like being Philip Schofield with Gordon the Gopher.
And I said, don't try and put your hand up my backside.
And I said, you're more than welcome. Now, listen, Mojo, keeping it high there. Jo Britton, of course, working with us all. I'm trying to steer this ship
Carol's
today. It's
just
impossible.
looking shocked, so like this never happens.
She always looks shocked. She's not used to it. Well, you must be used to it now, surely.
I can't even speak.
Amazing stuff. One guy that's been with us since before we even started, the incarnation was actually a mad idea that I ran past him expecting him to go, don't be so stupid. And you didn't, did you? This is Mr. Ian Scott. We totally made it happen, didn't we?
We did, absolutely.
It's been an ongoing collaboration.
Absolutely. And boy, have we lived some days and weeks and months and years. If you go back to, we were chatting earlier about that very first time we were in that little room, the three of us, plus some other team members at the time, and we found out there was no Wi-Fi.
No Wi-Fi.
So all the plans of a few days before, none of it could happen.
Nope.
You bottled it, and you said to me what we're going to say, and I said, just tell them, you know. So we went to the pub round the corner and planned the next week. Yeah. And who would have thought that actually that disaster would end up 250 episodes later? I've never been surprised, ever.
Have you not really? Why?
No. Well, I told you on the first day. Yeah. This is something different. I mean, hindsight's a wonderful thing. But I was always really sure that it was going to work because nobody else was doing it. And what's evolved in 5 years is all this diversity and great members of the new team. And, Carol taking it off in a different direction, which is fabulous.
I'll pay him later.
Absolutely, you do that. So none of it came as a surprise. And the other good thing that we had at the time was the foundation of Canal Street Media.
Yes.
So the great thing is we had all those numbers on all those different platforms and channels. So it was a good starting point, and we shoved it out on Facebook, and we've evolved into YouTube and Twitter and.
Well, we should say before we even got to the Your Manchester stage, you were good enough to let me try out my videography sort of skills in like the Showbiz Scandal format, where literally, before we even got permission for interviews, I mean, they come to us these days. Before then, I had to literally stand on the other side of the railing and go, "Can I speak to you, please?"
Well, do you remember Bat Out of Hell?
Bat Out of Hell.
And all that, those fabulous, the producers came over, all the rest of it, and then the sound didn't work.
No.
Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
That's one of my big regrets, actually, because that was a real coup. Yeah. And actually, they were queuing up to be interviewed by you on that night. And that's priceless. You couldn't organise that in advance. But, you put it down to experience and it never happened again.
It never happened again, no. It so did.
I didn't doubt it either, that it would be a success at all.
Well, I'm hearing you all say that. I think there must have been only me that doubted it.
Yeah, I think you doubt yourself too much sometimes. I can say that because I've known you for too long. Not too long, but long. But I never doubted it either.
I don't know how it's happened, to be honest. When we were doing the run-up and we were looking at the calendar and we were working towards the 250 episodes and then the Jubilee show, which is next week, and you start thinking, what is going on? It's been a roller coaster. And we don't forget our past presenters as well. And there was one lady who was working for the BBC and I hoodwinked her one day and I said, will you join me on this journey and on this show? Her name was Michelle Eagleton and she's been so lovely enough to drop us a message.
Well, hello there, your Manchester. Do you remember me? Yes, it is Michelle from the Bell and Shell days. I was there when your Manchester first launched and it was from a very dingy, quite dirty studio. Yes, do you remember that, Belle? It was chaotic on that first episode. We even had a sofa that had a spring coming out of it, so when any of our guests sat down, well, let's just say they got a nasty surprise. But you know what? From day one, your Manchester has had so much heart and passion, and it still has kept that today. It's gone from strength to strength. Some brilliant people we've interviewed over the years, and I have to say, it has been a privilege to be a part of it. Keep doing what you're doing, guys. 250 episodes in. I thought that was how old you were, Belle. I know you miss me. You do, don't you? Anyway, I still watch the show today, even in New York or my back room. Have a great night tonight. I hope to see you all very, very soon on Your Manchester.
So we talk about collaboration then, how all this sort of team comes together. Obviously, we was collaborating with you for many, many a year. And what's Canal Street up to these days? What's going on?
So much going on. I mean, it's a really busy period. Obviously, we've got the Jubilee coming up. Then there's Holy Tea in the Park, which is the same weekend.
Yeah.
I also have Ginopolis, and we've just kind of launched a gin trail that's going to take place 10th to the 12th of June. Then we're straight into the Greater Manchester Fringe Festival. Then the Sparkle, and then there's Pride, and who knows after that. So there's loads going on. One of the big successes of this year has been the card, the Canal Street card.
Yeah.
We've done over 65 brand new card holders just since the start of the year. New venues coming on board.
And it's so easy to get that card. And I think a lot of people forget, don't they? Just how easy it is. What do they need to do to get this card?
Basically, you just go to the homepage. Halfway down, there's a whole section on it. You can have a look at where you're going to save your money. You can buy one digitally, or you can get it on a £2 a month if you want, or you can get a plastic version. Lots of people are doing it. We've got, I don't know, 2,020 odd people now. Campus is really significant. 6 new places are coming on board.
Wow.
Most people save about £250 a year. Who doesn't want to do that at the moment for an outlay of like 16 quid?
Yeah.
So, that's exciting. There's more of that. We've just launched a TikTok page 3 weeks ago, which is doing well already. And who knows what's coming.
It is non-stop. It's fabulous working alongside you and with you, because you just never stop. When I feel like I'm having a busy day, I'll tap into me. I mean, you'll soon go, no, you're being a lazy person today. Just don't even bother.
It's just amazing.
It just doesn't stop. You are quite amazing, Scott. Now, listen, on the box.
Yes.
For the first time ever, I want you to look into camera 2 over there.
Okay.
I want you to say exactly. Oh, there we go. You're there. There you go.
Okay. So if you want to know what I've been up to this week on the box, guys, check this out.
Hi, I'm Hilly, and welcome to this week's On the Box. How's everyone doing? Now, the first thing I would recommend about a widow played by Anne Reid who's recovering from the death of her husband. And she feels like she hasn't really had much of a life, it's been a bit boring, etc. And she ends up having a man who's going out with her. It's really weird. And so she's dead.
Yeah, bit of 60s going on. The last time they did it, I was dancing in the aisles. So let's see your messages on socials and we'll pick out a winner.
It's exciting.
You can do that.
Oh,
very
what an honour.
exciting.
Yeah.
Yes. So are you enjoying being our voice of the What's On?
It's all right, isn't it?
It's all right.
Yeah.
You're going to be
Gets me out
joining
the house now and again.
You're going to be driving the breakfast show for Chatterbox when it starts on the 20th of June, everybody.
Monday through till Thursday.
So that says we should say Matt Llewellyn's going to be driving our drive time. I'm going to be somewhere where I've recovered from a hangover, so probably.
Yeah, I was going to say you would never do the breakfast show, would you?
Never seen
breakfast show.
Breakfast
never,
is just a habit of food.
What time
for me.
is the breakfast show at?
It's till 10.
8 till 10.
Yeah, no.
No.
Midday at the earliest.
I'd probably just be coming in at that time anyway. So not a problem.
Roll off the street. Yeah.
Yes, roll off the street. Yeah, I mean the clubs and pubs are opening later and later again now. Yay! So it's good. Anything else exciting that you want to tell us, my love?
That's all.
It's a gorgeous accent you've got. We should just look into that accent.
So we were chatting about this the other day, weren't we? Yeah, and you thought I was Cumbrian,
I thought it was Cumbrian.
Yeah.
I got it spot on.
Well, you would, my love, wouldn't you? Culture queen and all
So
over.
we've established, I was born in Sunderland.
Yes.
Not like I tell many people that.
Yeah.
But
it is a tad Billy Elliot, isn't it?
It is. Well, that's because I grew up in Durham, and where they filmed Billy Elliot is about 10 minutes away from.
You see the way I rescued myself there, Caroline. Yes, thank you very much indeed. It's all going on, absolutely. I don't know what. Sorry. Oh yeah, we've had another message just come in now. From a film star called Tom Pryor. Let's see what he has to say.
Hello, this is a shout out to Belinda Scandal, the hot ginger, and for Your Manchester. I just wanted to send my utmost thanks and gratitude for interviewing me and for shouting out about my recent film Firebird. It's so amazing to hear that you're now on your 250th episode, so many congratulations for that. And I just want to say massive thanks. You've been really supportive of our film, and Firebird, which is this 7-year project in the making for me, is this amazing love story set in the Russian Air Force at the height of the Cold War. And it's so very current and so very important right now because of the war in Ukraine, and because it's a film celebrating and showing that love is love between two people. So thank you so much. Many congratulations on all your episodes, and don't forget to check out our film. Take care.
What you can't be showing her up then. You can't be showing. Shut up. And I've done with it.
Are you saying that I talk a lot?
Yeah, no. We've just had a message in from Adam Blease, of course, came on the show quite a lot, and he did our live show as well, which was amazing. Adam Blease.
He was running.
What's his character in Corrie?
He works in the background, doesn't he, regularly in the factory, but he was running with Sally Ann.
I had to do that on Sunday as well, but I hope you all saw
You weren't running.
I weren't running. I was stood there going, come on! Come on!
I was there. I was cheering my brother on. He was doing the marathon.
To see me.
Yeah.
Anyway, one gentleman that has come to see us today is Ashton. How are you, Ashton?
I'm very good, Miss Scandal. How are you?
I'm very well. Now, you've just joined us recently.
I have. I'm a newcomer to the Your Manchester family.
I keep asking people why.
Because you asked me.
Yes.
And how could I turn you down, Belinda?
I know. You have done before. That's another story. Now, listen. You, of course, got reviewing a lot of shows at the moment.
I do.
It's so good to see Manchester reopen again, isn't it?
It's brilliant. I mean, the thing is, obviously, we've all been through this dreadful pandemic, and, you know, people have lost loved ones, and I think life's changed forever from it.
Mm-hmm.
But we need to get back to some sort of normality now. And, you know, prices go up. Life is tough. Life is hard. So we need an outlet. And obviously the theatre community has really been decimated during that. But it's just so nice to have live entertainment back. We all need a giggle. And we need to be entertained, don't we?
Yeah,
we do. We really do.
You speak about
review, buddy.
You speak about life being tough and everything. You must remember when we had to do the episode for the arena. I mean, that was a tough episode.
That was really, really difficult. I've never forgotten that, actually. I remember that night really well, the actual night when that went off. Yes.
And then, of course, the show's known for being fun, having to hold it all together and try and assemble some sort of normality for that type of program was tricky, wasn't it?
It was.
Yes,
tough
times.
It was really tough.
But to lift the mood ever so slightly, because the theatres, have you got a favourite show that's coming up that you really want to see?
Oh, favourite show? There's too many. I mean, I'm really looking forward to seeing Beauty and the Beast. I haven't got around to seeing that one yet.
Have you not?
No, I saw it many, many moons ago.
Yes.
I saw it many moons ago at the Dominion in London.
Well, that's been one of the highlights of my theatre going experience so far as well, because Brandon McCaffrey, who obviously, and he critiques everything, he knows his way around everything, and I was certain that he'd hate it because it was going to be cheesy.
Yeah,
and
Disney
I looked to his
Disney
side like that, and he was like that. He was so impressed by it, and that just made my day. So Beauty and the Beast, you definitely need to see. Chicago I saw earlier in the week.
Oh, what was it like?
It was brilliant.
Really good.
Really, really good. And a bit of inside scoop, Gemma Collins was in Manchester.
Oh,
she's been in Manchester rehearsing with the cast this week, so something's gone on there.
Definitely,
I feel we should perhaps delve further.
I reckon so. There's been a lot of fossage going on. I think definitely bit of fossage. Yeah, a little bit of a thing you can have there, Belinda.
Yes,
but yeah, because of course on Broadway at the moment, Pamela Anderson, is one of the leads. Playing Roxy.
And you know, if you were
Chicago.
to ask me, Gemma Collins,
Pamela Anderson, it's so close.
It'd be Gemma Collins, to be completely honest with you. I can't stand Pamela Anderson. Anyway, so anything else that you really want to see?
Oh, I'm trying to think now.
And what do you look for when you're reviewing a show?
What I look for is obviously a really talented cast, because obviously you can literally have stuff where it skims by because the story or the musical is so popular. But just basically saying entertaining is something that I like. The other week, we also went to go see the Cher show.
Yeah.
And that was, as Craig Revel Horwood says, fabulous, darling.
Wow, I don't know why, but that just seems to suit your body and everything.
I know, it's quite worrying that, isn't it? Yeah. My parents say, you're like that guy off Strictly. I went, which one?
Well, I've always said you're a cross between Simon Cowell and Craig Revel Horwood.
No, his pants aren't high enough, Simon.
They are where I'm looking.
But no, the Cher show was really, really good. It was an absolute camp fest. It was fabulous. Really, really good. Really,
Mixed reviews about that one.
Yeah, it was interesting because it. I don't think I'm doing a spoiler alert here, but there's kind of three shares.
Yeah,
3 shares. Try saying that after a couple of shares. 3 shares on stage.
Right.
So it's the past, present, and the future share, and they're kind of having a word with themselves all the time.
All wishing they could turn back time.
Literally, snap out of it, honey. But yeah, so but it's good. It was very, very good. I wish there was more colour in it, as in the costumes. Obviously, Cher's famous for her Bob Mackie costumes. It was all a lot of black leather and chains, which obviously, you know, if it's been a slow week, it's been a slow week. But
that's what our Mark saw when he went to Eagle. That's it, Mara.
Oh, it's that pigeon fancying club, isn't it? Eagle, that's the one. Yeah,
yeah.
And I think I've been there once or twice. And oh, really? Anyway, so yes, it was really, really good. And of course, there was the big medal at the end, and literally all the shares. I was more impressed that they actually could keep up Cher's voice all the way through it.
Yeah,
because I don't think they're naturally sung like Cher, so they obviously had to really train themselves to do that.
Yeah,
so they would like talking like that all the time and like, oh, snap out of it, honey, turn about time, all of that business, like you do. It's like she's here. I was channeling Cher. I was possessed by the spirit of Cher.
I tell you, it's amazing, isn't it?
You've got Simon Lepori.
Yes.
Yeah. Jealous.
Ooh. Yeah.
Hi, Simon. He's going,
hello,
where's
Simon.
My invite?
Oh,
not
bless
happy.
him.
He's not
no.
happy.
Well, I tell you what, there's another message just come through now. This will be a quick change around. You get yourself ready. You get yourself ready. Let's have a little message. Who's this one from, please?
250 episodes? 250 episodes? Oh, you're Manchester. You are cooking on gas. Mwah. Love you. Can't wait to see you all soon. Tra-tra.
There we go. The one, are you right in my shot there?
Oh, sorry. I am. Let me do that.
Just sit on the floor, my love. I mean, some things I'll tolerate, but taking my shot, I mean, honestly.
Oh, that was diva-esque.
I know, once it was only 15 seconds, that one, but that was Sue Devaney from Corrie, everybody. Eh? She's come back in, hasn't she?
love to.
And she's been such a supporter of the programme as well.
Yeah.
An absolutely amazing supporter. And one gentleman that used to be a viewer of the programme and is now our weatherman.
Hi.
Paul Rudd, welcome.
Hello.
Paul Rudd, how are you?
I'm so well. I'm so glad to be here.
Oh, well, it's great
I'm
to have
usually
you.
watching you all in my bedroom.
Really? Well, it's not the first time somebody's watched me in the bedroom. But
say no more about that one.
No, I'm missing me. I love you, Carol.
Oh, I do love you, Carol.
Oh.
I love you all. I love you all.
But Paul is absolutely brilliant. He brightens my day because I get a message nearly every day saying, I love you, I love you, I love you.
I've muted mine. Anyway, so what we do now is you're going to do this live for us.
I know. I feel like I'm on top of
Are
the
you
pops
ready?
with it.
I'll play director and cue you in. So can we have the first set of titles, the one above, that one.
Hello, my lovely weather watchers, and welcome to this week's weather forecast with me, Paul Rudd. And it's been wet and windy, but it's all about to change. So here's this week's weather details. Okay, Thursday is looking like rain with the temperatures of 17 degrees Celsius. Friday is looking cloudy with the temperatures of 14 degrees Celsius. And as we head into the weekend's weather right now, Saturday is looking sunny with the temperatures of 14 degrees Celsius. And Sunday is looking cloudy with the temperatures of 15 degrees Celsius. So it's not looking that bad for Manchester. It's looking okay. And enjoy the weather while you can, only on Your Manchester.
Marvellous, Clever. Well done, you. Hey.
Honestly, I wait for Paul's wiggle every week.
I know. It was the
famous wiggle, Paul.
He's got a famous wiggle, and there was that episode where you jumped up in the mud and you fell over. That was...
Oh, yeah. I couldn't believe I literally got stuck in the mud.
Well, could have been quicksand.
Do you know what my favourite one was?
Yes.
I was hosting with Brandon.
Yes.
And Brandon didn't tell me. And he went, we'll go over to our Paul. And he was there in a dicky bow, nothing else.
Oh, the hot tub.
In the hot tub. In the hot tub.
I'm going red now. I'm going red.
I was like, what's going on?
In the hot tub, I tell you.
I've got some really good locations coming up as
Have
well.
ya?
Can't say too much.
Well, go on, give us a clue.
Well, one of them will be on the cobbles. I think that's
a big clue.
Well, not necessarily. It is Manchester. We've still got plenty of cobbles.
Yeah,
yes.
That's all I can say.
Yeah. It's not going to be a jubilee. It's going to be more of a coronation. Is that right?
Yeah.
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 Right. Okay.
Watch this space.
Lovely. Exactly. Can you tell? Okay. So that's marvellous. Well, thank you very much for the weather today.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, what we're going to do, just before we wrap up this programme today, I'm going to go around each of you, starting with you, our Ash, down here. So if you want to pass the mic around, and I want you to sum up your Manchester in one word, okay? So the rest of you got time to think about it, all right? Mm-hmm. So we'll start with you, Ash, first of all. Are you ready, Ash? Sum it up one word.
The one word to sum up your Manchester?
That's 7 already. Just one word. Go on, go for it. Love. Paul?
Absolutely fabulous.
That's 2 words.
That's 2.
Yeah. Mark?
Cheap.
Fine.
Yeah. Adam? Michael Adams, yes.
Thank you. I would go for camp.
Camp. All right, yeah. Yeah, Mr. Ian Scott?
Diverse.
Oh. Caroline Whitehead, she's too busy now.
He's stolen it.
Yeah.
Belonging. I don't need this. I've got one on.
Oh, yeah, belonging. You don't need one either.
I would say togetherness.
Oh. And I would say team, because there's no I in team, but there is in winner and there is in bitch. So remember, everybody.
Family.
I know. So let's pop it open then, Marlo. Let's pop it open.
Let's give it a wiggle.
Give it a wiggle. If you break the lights, I'm suing
Paul,
you.
wiggle.
There we
Let's have
go.
a wiggle.
That's
Paul's
it.
wiggling.
Wiggle.
Come on,
Let's have that background music in while we do it. The normal bed. Why not? Let's do it.
Okay.
Right, are you ready? 3, 2, 1. Hey! There we are. Pass it around, my love. As we all say, where am I? Not there. as we all said, thank you very much to each and every one of you. As much as we are very grateful, we are grateful, of course, for you, our supporters, our wonderful family out there that watches week in, week out. Now, make sure you do check out in the next few weeks. We've got a Jubilee show next week. We're also launching on the 20th of June our radio station Chatterbox, so make sure you find out details for that more soon about the next couple of weeks. Before then, though, thank you to each and every one of you gorgeous people. Faster, Caroline! Faster!
Oh my gosh, Ian, don't tell anybody from Ginopolis how slow I am at doing this.
I'm on the floor. I know. Close your legs though, straight to point. Absolutely fantastic. I'm going to say, because we are out of time, everybody, you've all been sensational. Thank you so much for watching this week's episode and the 250 episodes of Your Manchester!